Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. It's time for another Transformers card review. And I do apologize for this one being kind of late. I only just recently managed to get my hands on this. This is the latest starter set, the Bumblebee versus Megatron set. So as you can clearly see, front and center, we have Bumblebee over here. And of course, on the opposite side, we have Megatron. And of course, you can see a couple of animated versions of them here at the bottom. And it even says it there on the top. Yes, I haven't opened this box up yet. As I said, I just recently acquired it. You see on the back, we get Starscream, and allows you to look at Bumblebee, but we're going to take a look at him here in a second. Since this comes with, it shows here, everything that it comes with, 4 Transformer cards, Bumblebee, Windblade, Megatron, and Starscream. A ready-to-play deck of 40 battle cards, damage counters, and a set of rules. Everything you'd need to get started. And of course, this was it was released during the time of Rise of the Combiners. But as I said, I got this pretty late. My supplier is obviously pretty upset at his supplier for not getting this to us. At any rate, we're going to cut this open and we'll take a look at the cards. Alright, here we are. Of course, we still got these cards here, the battle cards, which will also have the rules and damage counters are all in here. This is still sealed up. But all of these will be ones that were from Wave 1 or Wave 2. As like you can see right here, Sparring Gear here is one of the Wave 2 cards from Rise of the Combiners. And I've already reviewed all the battle cards for it. This won't have anything exclusive, so we'll chuck that aside. And we will instead take a look at the 4 Transformers that are exclusive to this set. This will be the real thing. These will be the real things most people will buy this for. If you haven't bought one yet, then this will probably tell you whether or not you want this set. Alright, card number 1 in this is Bumblebee, least likely, most dangerous. This is his robot mode. Right here is his car mode. He costs 7 stars to deploy. He has 9 hit points. He has 3 attack and 1 defense as a robot, 3 attack and 2 defense as a car. He's also a straight melee character. He does not, this is one of the few that does not have a leadership role. And in robot mode, he simply has bold 1. And in car mode, he has nothing. So that may not be all that interesting. Card number 2 is Megatron, Cybertronian Tyrant. This, of course, is his robot mode, heavily inspired by his G1 cartoon mode. And then, of course, his alternate mode is a tank. He is also 7 stars to deploy, so this is a rather inexpensive Megatron to use. He is a ranged character. Surprisingly, he's not listed as a leader. He has 10 hit points overall. He has 3 attack and 1 defense as a robot, 2 attack and defense as a tank. In robot mode, when you upgrade Megatron, he gets +1 attack until the end of his turn. So it's he almost might be a good one to have grenade launcher on, so that way you can constantly keep giving him more weapon upgrades. And then on the backside, on his tank mode, he has bold 1. So like I said, it's a rather inexpensive Megatron, but I'm debating as to whether or not he's really going to be all that play-worthy. Maybe if you're looking to build an expansive tank deck, he might be useful. Card number 3 is Starscream, Decepticon Lieutenant. He is a strict melee character. Of course, he becomes a plane. Again, heavily inspired by his G1 form. And he costs, surprisingly, 5 stars to deploy. So, again, you've got an inexpensive Starscream. He has 7 hit points overall. He has 4 attack and 0 defense as a robot. 3 attack and 1 defense as a plane. In robot mode, he simply has Tough 1. As on the plane mode, he has nothing, kind of like Bumblebee. And then lastly, we have Windblade, Defender of Truth. She is a ranged character. And she only costs 5 stars to deploy, and she becomes her airplane mode, as would be expected. She has 8 hit points overall, 2 attack and 1 defense as a robot, 2 attack and 2 defense as an airplane. It says here on her robot mode, when you flip to this mode, she gets Pierce 2 until the end of the turn. So that's kind of nice when you flip her around. So having cards for rapid transformations would come in handy, because as you can see, her airplane mode doesn't have anything. She might be worth it just due to the fact that the only other Windblade is the one from Rise of the Combiners, and due to the fact that it is one specifically made to fight Combiner characters, it is a super rare card. But the others, it's kind of, well, you're getting a low-cost alternative to your favorite characters. Which is kind of, well, if you want to put them in a deck and have more than just 2 guys in there, these may be options for you. But other than that, it's a tough sell about whether or not this starter deck is worth it. I mean, granted, of course, the original one by now is likely out of print. Thus, this is the only other one out there, unless one's coming with the new Siege wave, but I haven't heard if there is, so this may be your only chance to get a starter deck. And of course, if you haven't played this game yet, you will need a starter deck to get you the basic rules. So if you need a starter deck, I'd say go for this one, since the other one is likely out of print and will cost you a fair amount of money. But if you've already got a starter deck and have already been playing the game, you may probably pass up on this, since the exclusive guys here really aren't worth it. It's a tough sell, like I said. If you want to include these characters, since these guys normally are pretty expensive for a team, and if you want more than 2 robots on the team, you may have to opt for these guys. But again, that's where half the fun comes in a customizable card game like this. Anyway, that's my review of the Bumblebee vs. Megatron starter set for the Transformers card game. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, drop me a thumbs up here on YouTube. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button to join our ranks. I do encourage you to ring the bell to be notified of future postings, although YouTube's system is broken. So do keep on the lookout for new posts from me. You can always check out my channel's main page to see if I've loaded new content. And also, please share your thoughts about this starter deck in the comments down below. This is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later.